Oh,
Oh man.
I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's get it going though. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is Zone Sports Podcast. You know what I mean? We just, we was talking off air. We here though. We live though. We live. You know what I mean? You see my boy throwing up the West Side sign. We'll get to that in a minute. On one half of your host, your boy Big V. You know what I'm saying? Here with my guy, the best co-host on the planet, man. What's good with you, my G?
What up, man? It's your boy COOL, wondering what the hell. It's your boy Corey, never telling the same old tired story. It's your boy Cool C, never dated a floozy. For those out there in YouTube land, got the sign out for y'all back. It's your boy Corey. And shout out to my jet lag brethren, Big Vito. What's going on, brother?
Man, I'm all right, you know what I mean? Just got back off tour, you know what I mean, on the West Coast, was out there in Santa Rosa and Vallejo, California. Salute to all my fans and my family, my newfound West Coast family out there. Y'all know how we doing, you feel me? And big shout out to Pace One, you feel me? Was out there on tour with the homie Pace One, you know what I mean, of the legendary group, The Outsiders, Young Z, Rod Digger, all that, you know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
Shout out to Pace One, had a great time. Shout out to the Bay Area for holding me down on 420. San Francisco, yo, San Francisco. So that's all I'm gonna say. Salute, salute, salute. You know what I mean? Salute, salute to the proper store dispensary. You know what I mean? Salute, salute, salute. You know what I mean? But I'm here jet lagged a little bit, but I'm here to talk this sports talk. Before we get into all that, let me let y'all know we sponsored by my brand, Skyzone.Society. So make sure you shopping at Skyzone.Society.bigcartel.com. You know what I mean? Corey, how you, my G?
Hey, man, I mean, physically, we doing great. I mean, the allergies is busting my head open, but outside of that, what else we going to do? Lakers, we getting our asses whooped. So, I mean, part for the course. I'm not on suicide watch, but it is what it is. How you, brother?
Man, I'm gonna just jump right into it. I'm cool and all that, but you know what's not cool? It's not cool how these Lakers are down 2-0. We're gonna jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, the playoffs have started. You know what I mean? It's been really great. Other than Lakers getting killed by the Denver Nuggets down 2 games to 0. Game three is tonight, this Wednesday, as we're recording this. You know what I'm saying? Corey, it's looking like a sweep. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm pissed off because it's looking like a sweep. LeBron want to be in the media complaining about the refs and all that. Let's start before the refs making the bad calls. We was up a dub. We was up a dub. Let's start there. You blew a fucking 20-point lead. You know what I'm saying? What on the road while you at Denver, you blow a 20-point lead, and then you want to complain about the refs. I'm over the bullshit. I'm over it. Y'all deserve to get swept. You do. You deserve to get fucking swept, and I'm just here to say it. And that's all I got for you guys, man. You deserve to get swept. I'm sick of it. They kicked your ass last year, and again, granted, you weren't even supposed to be in the Western Conference Finals because nobody even knew that the Lakers was going to even make it that far from a play-in team. You feel me? But here y'all are yet again, and let me give credit where credit is due. Last year, the Joker was kicking Anthony Davis' ass.
Yeah.
This so far, they going ball for ball. They going ball for ball, Corey. They all going ball for ball. Anthony Davis is showing up. The rest of the team, not so much, yo. You know way in hell you blow a 20-point lead on the road in the playoffs. Then you want to point fingers at the refs. I'm over it, Corey. What are your thoughts, man?
I am going to tell you how a great Tar Heel brethren told me back in the late 90s after he won his slam dunk contest. You might have heard of him by the name of Vince Carter. It's over. It's over. Man, listen. Game one, all right, like Reeves have yet to really show up. D'Lo in game one didn't show up. I'm like, okay, well, that's just not enough firepower, right? And so, I'm like, okay, but it's game one. It's in Denver. You got the altitude, whatever. We can make all the excuses in the world. But then game two shows up. And Big V, that game came on late. So you know how I typically do. I catch the first half and I hear about the second half when I wake up for work the next day. And when I went to sleep, Big V, I think it was it had either hit the 20-point lead or it was climbing up towards the 20-point lead where it was about a good 16, 17. And I get it. The advent or the reconstruction of the three-pointer No lead is safe. Yada, 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 yada. I hear you loud and clear. And I fell asleep and I woke up a little bit in the third quarter. I'm like, okay, well, it's still not 20 points, but it was still like around that 12 or 14. I'm like, okay, we just don't have to screw it up. I fall asleep. I wake up and we lost. And we lost by, you
2
can argue
points.
the buzzer beater.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, let me look at the box score. D'Lo had 7 threes. He, not 3, not 2, not 1. He had 7. And we still lost. Big V, clearly outside of blowing the 20-point, because you can't ignore that. We couldn't have played any better than we played. Really, you could argue in game 1, but definitely game 2. And here's what's scary, even though you know what's getting ready to happen. They said that 20-point lead basically evaporated in under like 3.5, 4 game time minutes. Like, it went away that fast. I went back the next day and I watched the second half. And I'm just like, I rarely ever go back and watch games that we lose. All right, there's really no need. We got our asses whooped. Let's move on with life at this point. But I said, no. You got to go back and see how it happened. And, it's just that I'm not going to kill LeBron for taking the wide open 3 because he was actually hot from the 3-point line all game, and it was wide open. And then I go back and I look at a freak play where LeBron James steals the ball, and then they inbound it back to Joker. He goes back, go past half court, and he's anticipating the foul, right? And he throws the ball up, and we're thinking it's about to go out of bounds, and it get kicked to, if I'm not mistaken, Murray or KCP. I can't remember which one it was, and they hit a 3 off a busted play. That's the type of stuff that keep happening. And it's like they have the wherewithal, they have the talent to that, yo, man, we could just flip the switch. Oh, we down by 20, no problem. You go back to game 1, Big V, where, if I'm not mistaken, we was up by maybe like 10 to 12 points. And that lead evaporated in under 2 game time minutes. Two, not 8, not a whole quarter. Gone. Just like that, gone. Like, these mofos, they flipped the switch. The thing about it, going to game 1, it's like, okay, this could still be a game because a lot of shots that Denver normally make, they was missing. And I'm like, yo, we got to take advantage of it. But that was the game that D'Lo didn't show up in game 1. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Game 2, dang, man, yo, they kind of missing shots that they normally would make. But then, and you're right, AD is going bar for bar with the Joker. No question. But, man, his fourth quarter contributions remain to really be seen. He has not gotten busy in the fourth quarter when it matters. He, if I'm not mistaken, the other night, 1 shot attempt, 1 in the fourth quarter. Now, I'm not going to burn him because we're not in the game if it's not for him. I got it. Message heard loud and clear. But if you're looking strictly at the box stats, it's not telling the whole story. We need you for 48 minutes, not for the first 3 quarters. D'Lo couldn't have done any better. Austin Reeves, you just got paid. Where you at, player? Where you at? Like, I placed a bet for the series, so not necessarily an individual winner or a loser. And I bet, albeit just $2 because I ain't got all that type of money. I bet $2 that this is going to be a 5-game series. 5. And with my heart, of course, I wanted to be with the Lakers. But, hey, they say put your money where your mouth is, take your heart out of it. So I'm like, okay, Denver is not going to sweep us. We're going to get at least 1. Big V, our next 2 games, if not 3 games in LA, I don't know where that 1 win is going to come from. I'm just trying to get my $2 to get 7, Big V. That's all. That's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at. It stinks because it's coming. Pause. Yeah. But it don't make you feel any better when you see it.
I totally agree. This is over. I want to just move on. This is over.
It's
This
tough
is
to watch.
over. This is Corey. I don't think you understand the feeling of waking up in California.
Oh yeah, you out there?
The game's coming on extra early,
Yeah.
10:30, 11 o'clock, 3 hours earlier than what I'm used to. And being in California and watching the Lakers lose while you're on tour, it's disgusting. It's tough. It's tough. You know what I mean? But you know what, Corey? Let's cue up some air horns. We got some air horns to hit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We gotta send out a big air horn salute to the homie. You know what I mean? Reggie Bush getting his Heisman back, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, Reggie Bush had the Heisman taken away from him a few years back. You know what I'm saying? Due to some allegations. We'll just leave it at that. And as of today, let me see here. It reads that Reggie Bush will have his 2005 Heisman Trophy formally returned Wednesday. Pete Thamel of ESPN reports the Heisman Trust reportedly will announce the reinstatement of the former USC's running backs award, which was forfeited in 2010 due to NCAA sanctions against the Trojans. You know what I mean? Corey, what are your thoughts on this matter of Reggie Bush getting the Heisman Trophy reinstated to him?
From an NCAA standpoint, I like it but don't love it. Because what the hell took so long? Like, 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 what took so like this had nothing to do with his performance on the field. Okay, let's just say the money allegedly that his parents got for living expenses, whatever you want to call it. I could see if Reggie Bush took that money and got on performance enhancement drugs, right? I can see if he was smoking weed, which is more of a downer. It's not an upper. That's going to hurt your case more so than help it. But what are we doing? And then on top of that, my whole deal is if you don't catch it, wow. Listen, if you want to go after USC as a staff record label and as a crew and hit them with penalties and fines and scholarships, all right, that's fine. He won the Heisman that year. Everybody and their mama know that he won the Heisman that year. He was the best player in college football that year. Shout out to Vince Young. It was not him. And here's what was crazy. I don't know if you remember this. A few years ago, I want to say maybe like 8 or 9 years ago, they tried to give it to Vince Young.
Yeah.
And Vince Young was like, dude, I don't want that.
No.
Because I ain't winning. Y'all said that Reggie Bush was the best player that year, but due to ineligibility, you want to give it to me. No, I don't want it, and salute to Vince Young for that, because he really could have took that, and it really would have been real crazy. Now it's like, okay, well, you done gave it to Vince Young, but then now the NIL is basically the wild, wild west. You got transfer portals, yada yada yada, and it's nothing. Big V, I looked at some of the Colorado players, that Coach Fromm coaches, and you see the houses that they're in. Houses, these guys. I'm talking about the crib. It's like a mansion almost. I'm like, yo, how in the freak can you focus on quote unquote books and on sport? They always, I can't remember which boxer said it. This is an old school boxer, but he said it's hard to get up in the morning when you sleeping on silk sheets with 1,000 thread count. And you want me to go up here and box for 15 rounds? Back in the day, it's 12 now. And it's just like, yo, I'm looking at my man's YouTube video, and I'm like, fuck what he's talking about. I'm looking at the crib. Him and his girlfriend did a tour of their crib, and I'm just like, oh my God, that's how you live it? But you know what? You make all this money for the schools and all that stuff. Yo, go for yours. If you can handle your business and stay in the house like that, yo, go for yours. If you can drive a daggone Lamborghini, Maserati, Benz, whatever luxury car you want to throw out there, and you can still take care of go for yours. So, allegedly, Reggie Bush was basically able to do it. And I get it. Well, Corey, back when weed was illegal, people still got locked up for it back then. Yes, yes, yes. Back then. But you know what they're doing now?
Let them
People,
out.
people who got them charges, guess what? They dropping like flies. They're dropping like flies. There's no way in the world that it should have taken this long for him. Because what? The NIL is 2024. The NIL stuff really started kicking in the high gear.
About 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago? So 2021. He should have had it back then.
Yeah.
He should have had it back then. So yeah, better late than never. But I am happy for Reggie Bush for getting it back. He's basically campaigned to get it back. He shouldn't have to, but he did, and he got it back. And that Heisman is back where it belongs. What say you?
I agree with everything you said. Salute to Reggie Bush. I'm glad that it went to the player who deserved it. Much so. And yeah, I'm glad that they came to their senses, man. The trust or whatever, the Heisman trust. I am glad that they came to their senses and it's going back to where it belongs. Salute to Reggie Bush, clearly the best running back of that era, of that time. Man,
Woo,
if you know,
woo,
you know. Boy,
woo.
he was woo. Man, I remember playing with him on NCAA football, the game. Oh my God, the college football game. Reggie was a problem on there. Reggie was a problem.
Yo,
Reggie was a problem. He was a
I,
problem, man.
I got turned on to Reggie by one of my homeboys. He came over to my crib back when I stayed in Kinston. And he came over. He was like, "Yo, man, that Reggie Bush the truth." I'm like, "Who's Reggie Bush?" Because they don't really show a whole bunch of USC games, East Coast and the Pac-12 network. You got to have a personal line to Jesus to even get the Pac-12 network. So I don't, you can't really see a lot of this stuff unless it's like the marquee matchups, or whatnot. And man, the first time I saw that guy play, I'm like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
this is it." And he was a 49er briefly. And so I was happy about that. I wish he could have had the same NFL career that he had in college, but
Yeah.
he had some injuries. But if I'm not mistaken, he got a Super Bowl with the Saints,
He
and
did. He did. He did.
they dated Kim K. So
Yeah.
he came out all right.
And
He's good. Reggie Bush is good, but I'm glad he got the Heisman.
Melissa Ford too,
Oh, wow.
you know, you know what I mean?
Hey, ain't
Yeah,
mad at him.
he a
He
legend.
all right.
He all right. He's all right. He all
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
yeah,
he all right. You know what I mean? He
yeah,
all right.
yeah. Yeah, that
So
list is crazy. Wow. Those two alone, I'm winning.
yeah, that's it. You know who else ain't winning though? Jontay Porter is not winning, Corey. Let's jump hey man, look, let's just jump right into it, man. Yo, let's talk about the stupidest motherfucker in the history of the NBA. He might be top stupidest motherfucker I ever seen. I'm going right in on him, Corey, and I'm not even holding back. Jontay Porter, you are fucking stupid. If you don't know what he did, let me fill you in. Pause. He has been kicked out of the league, banned for life from the NBA. Adam Silver ain't played with him because he chose to bet and gamble money against the Toronto Raptors, which is the team that he played on. Corey, they said that he was altering his own stats when he got in the game in order for his bets to be successful. Corey, I'm here to tell you, I never heard of this guy until this shit came out. I just want to put that out there. So I don't know what stats that he was altering, because from where I sit, you wasn't even making an impact. And what I also learned was this is Michael Porter Jr.'s brother from the
Yeah,
Nuggets.
yeah.
This is crazy. So here you are standing the Porter name.
Ooh,
And by the way, I don't know if everybody else know that they have another brother who's also facing some legal charges.
I didn't know that.
Look it up real quick while I talk, Corey.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, so we can fill the people in and all that. But he's facing some legal charges about I think it might be a drinking and driving death.
Oh
Like
boy.
something has happened recently. I don't that I've learned. I don't know how far back that it happened with him, but I recently learned that other brother is facing some legal charges. Man, you can look it up and fill us in, everything like that. But here you are, Jontay Porter, stating the Porter name as your brother is playing his ass off as he normally does in the playoffs and everything, and even in the regular season he balls out. But here you are, uh, and doing what you're doing, which Corey, this may can also cause them to put a camera on his brother. You know what I'm saying? Michael Porter, and seeing what he's doing. He could be clean as a saint. But the
Yeah,
fact that your
doesn't matter.
brother is on bullshit, now we gotta look at you and see if you on bullshit. You know what I mean? And that could be causing all kind of troubles with him and his endorsements, and just bringing trouble to his front door that doesn't have to be there. And here you are betting on. Here you are trash. You on the bench because you trash, and here you are betting against the Raptors, dog. And let alone here you are. No, look, we just got gambling in North Carolina. We just got
got it.
gambling in against you know in the NBA. Here you are fucking it up for other people. And oh, by the way, I don't know if everybody knows, but these gambling associations, they have something within their contract to where when they see something fishy, they have to alert the NBA of said fishiness.
Yep.
So yeah, Jontay Porter, you got caught. You're not you was trying to be Pete Rose, but here's the thing. Pete Rose was somebody. You're not anybody. I just want to put that out there.
Can
I
I
just want
add
to put
something
that
to
out there.
Pete Rose real quick?
Please do.
Pete Rose never bet against himself or his team either.
Yes. Yes. And here you are betting against your team to lose and things of that nature. This is crazy, Corey. What are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, so first of all, he's a grade A idiot. To kind of circle back to what you were talking about, yeah, he got another brother, Corbin Porter,
Mm-hmm.
has pleaded guilty to DUI and vehicular homicide and vehicular assault on a crash that killed a lady by the name of Kathy Rothman on January the 22nd of last year. And she was a mother of a 5-year-old boy. He's sentenced to let me see here. Think it is 6 years. Is it 6 years or 6 months, or whatnot? But he got a plea deal right now. But yeah, this is 6 years in prison.
And that's not enough time. That's not enough time.
No, it's not. First of all, second of all, or third of all, he's a grade A idiot. Let me add on a little bit of what you were saying. So he did bet against himself when he played against the Toronto Raptors. He's a two-way player, so he bounces back and forth between the G League affiliate and the NBA with 10-day contracts here and there. He got a sports person or sports bettor to put, if I'm not mistaken, $22,000 on the under that on how many minutes that he would play, the under. And after that, he went to the coach, basically played for like 3 minutes, said, hey, yo, man, I'm ill. I can't play no more. Take me out. And they did it again, if I'm not mistaken, with higher stakes. And for those who don't know, like, you know, I'm new to gambling. It's legal in North Carolina, like Big V just said. You was almost better off going the illegal route, right? Like because like you said, ESPN bet, MGM, whoever you bet with, you use the bet with, they got things that's going to track this. And these companies have to alert the organization, NFL, NBA, collegiate, whoever. Like, if I'm doing a player prop bet, I'm doing it on someone like a LeBron James. You know, when you're talking about a boatload of money, right? Like, I did a prop bet on Steph Curry a few weeks ago that he would get like over 24 points or whatever. That makes sense. But you're talking, and the point I'm getting at is that these superstar players, yes, it's not really going to be outside the norm to have someone put 50,000 on LeBron James scoring, I don't know, 25 points in game 3. That's nothing. Like that is highly possible. AD. But Jontay Porter, like Big V said, I've never heard of you. I've never heard of you. And so you mean to tell me that I think there was a total of like close to like 100+ grand collectively betted on this guy in the span of like a month. Look, you've been out to the West Coast. I've been out to the West. I've been to Vegas. And they have all nice, pretty gambling casinos and resorts and things like that. Guess what? They don't get those nice, pretty buildings off you jerking the system like that. right? So you best believe they got safeguards in place to prevent exactly what Jontay Porter was trying to circumvent. That is not how the game is played. And for those who care to know, that bet was never paid out, by the way. Was not paid out. They flagged it. Never got the money off of it. Them Vegas cats ain't giving up their money over that. Over Jontay Porter. They'll take L's here and there. If you want to argue back in the day to Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson, I don't know if Vegas still recover from that for anybody. But who would have put money on Buster Douglas? You know, if they would, I guarantee you, if you had like 80% of the people putting the money on Buster Douglas back in 1990, you best believe a damn investigation would have been open and the Vegas cats would be like, oh, time out. We're going to pay you, but hold on. We got, hey, yo, so Buster, Tyson, I'm sorry. Did you throw the fight? Why is this many people putting money, this much money? That's not how it works. Yes, I am a novice, but I know more than that.
You know, you got to be somebody. And Jontay Porter ain't nobody. Like I said, it makes all the sense in the world for money to be going in on LeBron James and you constantly seeing his name on the ticket.
Yes.
If I constantly see Jontay Porter's name on the fucking ticket, I'm going to call Adam Silver myself. Hey, yo, big dog, who is this guy that keeps popping up on this ticket? That's me calling. I don't know who is Jontay Porter. I've seen him on 6 tickets in the past 6 days. Something is going on, bro.
You better off getting an illegal bookie. Now you might die, you might get your kneecaps knocked off. That may be a little bit different story. But at least you get a legal bookie. It's not getting tracked by the NBA.
Right. Right. I mean, can you imagine seeing Thanas's name on the ticket for night after night after night after night? Yo, Thanas is big dog. What you doing? What you doing, man?
I know what app you got. I couldn't find out which app he used because I use ESPN bet, and I try to do like some prop bets on like some lower tier players. Dude, you can't find them. Most of these guys are either like starters. They're definitely starters.
Yeah.
And like they're like rotational pieces. They don't even throw you up there. Yeah. They don't even know. Like if you barely get, you can't get no prop bet on that. Good luck.
No. Good luck. Good luck, man. Good luck, Corey. Yo, it's time for the What the Hell segment, Corey. You know what I mean? What we got, big dog? What we doing, baby?
First of all, man, this was envisioned by the big homie, Big Vito Corleone, West Side Jet Lad like a mug. It's executed by me, co-sponsored by my beautiful baby girl downstairs, who just keeps sneezing on daddy for some reason. You know, Big V, you know, we all like to take up for those who we care about the most, you know. And I go to war for mine, long as it makes sense. You know, now the wife, that's automatic. I don't care if she right or wrong. I'm going to war unless it's with another female. I don't mess with other females. I ain't no gangster, ain't no thug, but you know, ain't no pushover either, right? You know, my brother, the same thing. I go to war for my little brother. Somebody mess with my little brother, man, they got problems with me, you know, right? Because I know his temperament. You know, I know that he's a low-key, not messing with nobody type of guy, right? I got a cousin that I grew up with. He was Tupac Shakur Jr. But look, man, you know, after like the 3rd time, man, like you coming to my neighborhood, getting my people riled up, and they looking at me like, yo, dog, like, I'm about to let it be what it is. And I let it be what it was. I live in my neighborhood. You're just visiting. Don't be messing me up in my neighborhood, especially when 99.9% of this is your fault. But Big V, we just talked about brothers, right, in the NBA. I want to talk about another brother's brother. The brothers of brothers. Big V, I would like to talk about Nikola Joker brothers. I want to talk about them for a minute here because I got a story that I would like to read courtesy of Sportskeeda.com. I got a couple of my articles from them, but I just like the name Sportskeeda. Big V, the NBA is launching an investigation on the Joker brothers. They face serious heat after an alleged fan incident. This happened on game 2 of the Joe Jackson ass whooping that the Denver Nuggets was bestowing upon our LA Lakers. Allow me to read a bit. We got a little bit of time. Nugget star Joker I'm gonna butcher this name. Stranger. I'm just gonna call him Stranger. Stranger Joker is under NBA investigation after being filmed punching a fan in the face. In the face, as Eddie Murphy would say during game 2 of the NBA playoffs. Joker, two brothers, Stranger, or however you say his name, and Nemanja, not again, I'm butchering these names, have both been the staples of the Nuggets postseason games for quite some time. And while they become well-known figures in their own right, the latest incident could jeopardize strangers' future attendance at basketball games. According to a report from TMZ, which included eyewitness accounts after Jamal Murray knocked down a game-winning three-pointer. Joker brother was involved in an altercation. From the sounds of things, it is unclear what sparked the altercation, but the video footage provides some clarity on the situation. In the video shared to social media, Joker's older brother, Stranger, can be seen climbing over a row of chairs before punching a fan in the face. In the face. And I watched this video about 3 times. I really don't do fight videos like that. I ain't watched the fight video since like 06. But this was here. He caught Buddy pretty good. And the whoever the fan was, he ate that punch because he didn't really get knocked down. Now, these guys ain't gonna hold you. They're not from the States. These are some big no-neck type of mofos. And if you remember a few years ago, they got into it with the Morris twins. Yip-yapping, running their mouth or whatever. So, it's like, all right, somebody, and we talked about this before where, fans are going to be fans. And I could really only imagine if my brother is on an NBA team and some fan is jaw-jacking saying something stupid. But I tell you what, I've said stupid things about a player at a game before, albeit more so to myself or just to, I'm saying, oh man, what the hell are you doing? You should have hit that shot, whatever. The first Carolina Panthers game I went to, back when Muhsin Muhammad used to be wide receiver out there, he dropped a wide open touchdown and I called him a bastard and I yelled out loud. And I felt real bad because this lady was with her cute little baby girl and I'm halfway lit and she just kind of looks back up to me and she put her hands over her daughter's ears. And I said, oh my God, I'm that guy. She shout out to my boy Jeff, because normally when me and Jeff go to sporting events, he's that guy. And I said, why does Jeff be like that? But then it's like, wait, I'm that guy. And I had to check myself, man. So now I just do my little fist pumps. I may just keep it more to myself or whatever. But, man, look, I don't know what this fan said. But Stranger, okay, Ganja Stranger, you can't be punching people in the face. Like, you can't do that. Like, I get it. I know us being of the hip-hop community, we look at security as being weak. Nah, I'm going to handle it myself. I get it. Y'all the WWE version of the Twin Towers. I got all that. Yo, y'all better start sitting y'all asses now or y'all about to get banned from this game. And we just talked about the stain and legacy about the Porter brothers or whatever. And God knows only what their parents could be thinking. We don't want the same thing to happen to Joker. Because for all I know, Joker ain't saying that. Joker don't want nothing to do with that. But at the end of the day, his brothers are grown. They make their own decisions. Don't come asking me nothing about that. But you got the NBA about to launch an investigation, not on me, because of my brothers. Yo, stranger danger, stranger danger. Joker, what the hell, man? Y'all got to chill out with that. You can't do that. Go tap him in the face, Big V. Whack him.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm for it. I'm for it. I'm supporting the stranger danger and whatever the name is. The Joker brothers, man. Depending on what he said, he might deserve to get punched in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? This depending on what he said.
Big V. You know where we come from, Big V, and not that it's exclusive to Kinston, but a lot of times when a person gets rocked like that, it's normally for a reason.
It is.
We all want to look at, well, he shouldn't have done that, and I'm putting it more so on like you don't want to embarrass your brother.
Yeah, true.
You start to kind of see them veer off, but at the same time, yo, dude probably deserve to get punched in the mouth. A whole bunch of fans deserve to get punched in the mouth. So, hey, I bet you whoever that sad person is won't say it again. But stranger danger, man, just look out for your brother,
You
man.
got yeah, yeah. You got to try to contain
But nah,
yourself.
he got his face flown for a reason. He
Yeah, he
did.
did. He did. He
He
did.
did. Yeah.
You got it, but you got to, it's tough. That line is tough, man.
Yeah.
That line is tough. That line is tough, man. But salute to whoever did the punching, and
Yeah.
and if you deserved it, you got what you deserve, big dog. You know what I mean? Keep the joker name out your mouth. You feel me? Hey,
Back.
hey, they learned you. They
Yeah,
learned
they
you.
did.
They learned you. They learned you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Johnson
gotta
throwing
learn them,
stranger
Corey.
danger. Yes, sir. He ain't gonna mess with that guy no more. Them dudes still ain't got no nets.
Hey, hey,
I,
man.
I want no problem. I want no problem.
Me
Good.
either, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who be tuning in each and every week. I know we was gone last week. I had to prep to go on the road, baby, for the tour. You feel me? But we back better than ever. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that keeps supporting us through the reels, the YouTube shorts, or you watching the whole video. We appreciate y'all each and every time we drop. You know what I mean? Shout out to Corey, you know what I mean, holding me down each and every week. I appreciate you, my G. You know what it
Right
is. You know
back
what I'm
at you, my
saying?
guy.
Already, man. Y'all know how we end this thing, right? Right. Y'all know how we do it, right? How we end it. Peace.